How was my first visit to India? Well, so far it's been quite extraordinary. You know, I've been to the islands in Elephanta. I've traveled around Bombay. I've seen some extraordinary sights, but everywhere I've gone, I've been welcomed with big open arms and big smiling faces. So I feel quite privileged.
Yeah, I remember when you came here to IMAX, you said it's quite nothing. It doesn't look like Indian. You know, this IMAX looks very.
It's very American. Yeah, it's very Western. Well, I don't know if Western. I mean, very American. We could be in Miami Beach, Florida, right now. Yeah.
So
Except they're selling dozas and pakora instead of popcorn and.
Did you see anything like contrast life in Bombay? I believe you had been to Dharavi also. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
So what is the purpose to go there? You can say something.
Well, the purpose to go there, it's difficult to say the name.
Dharavi.
Dharavi. The purpose of going to Dharavi was to learn more about the work of Pratham. You know, to understand how difficult it is that this challenge that the organizers of a not-for-profit organization such as Pratham is faced with. You know, to be able to teach children in 45 days how to learn how to read is such a fantastic thing. And so to be able, for me, to go there to see them, it's going to be helpful to me, so that when I return to America and I speak to some corporations and things like this, to help to support Pratham. The reason I wanted to go to Dharavi was because I wanted to leave an impression of kindness and to help the organization of Pratham to help to teach children how to read. And what I learned there, I will be able to take back to America and be able to help raise funds for this organization. Well, yeah, I'm very happy to be here in India with my first Merchant Ivory movie, the first of many, The Divorce. You know, Kate Hudson and Naomi Watts weren't able to come, so I'm very happy to be here to represent the film and to encourage all of India to go to see this bizarre comedy of French and American cultures clashing with one another.
Is it just a coincidence that this film has come at a time when there is, in the global scenario, the American and French culture are really clashing with each other?
Well, we're not clashing. America and France has always had a problem with each other. You know, I mean, we hate each other and we love each other. You know, the French love hamburgers and Americans love croissant. So American and French relationships will always be strained. If America and France are not at odds with each other, something's not right in the world.
And you were very critical about this Iraq war. You said you're not very critical, rather you just gave a very explanatory answer about oil. Is that something that moves you, that about Iraq war or something?
Well, I mean, asking me why America is in war with Iraq is like asking, you know, I'm not a politician, I'm not a soldier, I don't understand it. I mean, I can only say that when I feel something in my heart, that the only thing that I can feel, well, that was number one, was that there was some terrible man who was killing people. And thank God somebody did something to stop him from doing that. That's a good thing. But why did we choose Saddam Hussein and not, you know, Idi Amin before, or Milosevic? You know, there's so many people in the world that are causing pain. Why did we choose Iraq? And I have to say that for me, it probably is oil, because I think that the whole world, everyone is guilty of having a horrible addiction to oil. That it's like it's the heroin that we all hunger for. That the whole world runs on it, you know. And if there's some place in the world that's controlling the oil, then I think that it's in America's interest to try to make sure that there's some stability in that area of where the oil comes from.
Ismail was telling us just now that next year he's planning to shoot a film on Indian mystic. I mean, did you read anything about India before coming to this place, or or any philosophy of Indian or mythology?
Well, yeah.
Something about India.
The first time I heard about India was from my grandmother, who came here looking for some kind of spiritual answer, some god, some divine being that would give an explanation to her for why her oldest son was burned to death. You know, so she traveled across the United States, and then she crossed the Atlantic Ocean and made her way to India, and And she finally found some spiritual peace here in India, and for that I'm happy that she found it here in India. So the spiritual teachings that she gave me were influenced by the things that she learned while she was here in India.
What was it? If you can explain more about it, where this spiritual experience she took, where she visited in India when she was there?
Well, I don't know exactly. I know that she was here in your country. It was in 1945. It was a long time ago, and I didn't meet my grandmother till I was 15 years old. But it was an incredible experience for
Are you
her.
also spiritually motivated to something?
In every beat of my heart, every breath of my life, I'm spiritually motivated.
Okay, ever since your association with Ismail, are you planning to learn more about India as such, as a country? Something? Are you reading something on this country as such?
Well, this is why I'm visiting your country and going to Dharavi, to have this opportunity to learn these things. Not just the suffering, but also the joy. I mean, I think there's incredible joy in India. So like the symbol of yin and yang. You want to be able to understand the light and the dark. So to have somebody who's a guide like Ismail, and not just Ismail, but his whole family, his whole merchant ivory production team, it's a tremendous opportunity to have a group of people like that to guide you through their country. You're welcome.